Hey y'all, it's me again, Tasha C, and I told you I was gonna do them back to back. Um, well, no, uh, Chrissy Mr. Jones usually be the last video I do for the night in most occasions, or that's what I'm probably gonna do. Um, Anyways, y'all, we have Christy Mr. Jones season 2, episode 2, right? And of course, like I said, Putty, I think the baby's name is Jim Jones' son, is kind of like wins the show. Um, just go real quick. I'm just gonna try to do this quick as possible. Keep y'all entertained. um, Really, I'm not gonna go in order. Jim Jones again is having another backyard party. This time is at his house, is Miami thing, but I swear that this is the damn same party he had the first season or second. I think the first season of Love and Hip Hop in New York when everyone there, and probably a couple others. It just seemed like it was repeat, but it was just different. The time, and now they're showing his son now, who was probably there at the other parties. That dog. I don't know what his name is, and stuff like that. So they get ready for his birthday. Um, so Chrissy and them again, they kind of was focusing on, you got this party coming. Chrissy is invited to Mama Jones' house because she wants her to style, because she's supposed to have this love and sex book, and she know how to tell people about keeping a man. Even though, if y'all ever seen clip, that she was supposed to originally have like a web reality show, and I think it might have been Jim Jones' father, but she was with him for like 15, 20 something years, something like that, and she was still heartbroken because it left her. And I don't know if you know, Mama Jones is dating anything right now, but I'm just saying she's talking about how who else can tell everybody about love and relationships because of all the kids she has. And she was at her analysis of this book was saying, that when everybody's telling about you kiss a boy, you end up, pregnant, and then she was true, and it was just like, huh? How does that have anything to do with love and romance? So Christy, who can style her ass off, okay, I give her credit. That's why she wants her to do it. Now they go, her and Mama Jones go, and she's pulling clothes so she can wear for the shoot, and Nancy's thinking like, also Nancy, Mom Jones, is thinking of a way that some of these dresses that one dress she particularly like that's $800 something dollars. She's trying to get. She calls Jim Jones because she wants it bought. Since she can't sit here and get her way, she wants Jim Jones to basically buy the dress. And then Jim Jones, when he's being called, sitting there saying, don't Greasy got money? Greasy's like, okay, in call. So they end up basically leaving. I don't know how the hell this got started, but just to fast forward the episode, it looked it had. I'm like, please don't tell me this is actually a cover thing, because this woman is in a long ass pink tutu, a maxi dress that shows us. I'm just saying that she's, got eye candy. You got Heather Hunter. Anybody knows about her? Heather Hunter, used to be, a porn star back in the day, and now she's for several years, she's focusing on, photography, and she does art, stuff like that. So she is doing her shoot. I'm surprised, even though the circumstances, she'd have bust out laughing, because it was pretty much like I said. She had a Halloween costume on during the set and stuff like that. So it's pure hilarious because Christy again is still having the same decision of trying to get her life together as we've seen at least in the original Love and Hip Hop until now. So she's talking to Jim Jones in between when his birthday party arrives, and she's sitting up and talking about, I have to get my life in the side. She really doesn't really want to style people. She wants to venture something else, even though I could have sworn last season, because I stopped watching the show and just watched you cause a freak shot at her. I don't know if she's still reviewing. I know she was one of the persons I think that was reviewing the show last season. But she and Emily B and the Cold Picture website, I thought she was supposed to come out with some clothing line or something like that, or had like some type of control over the vamp like Jim Jones line. So now she's still trying to find herself. And to make a long story short, she meets up with Deb, and Deb makes an appearance again. And on cue, somebody that's a female with Deb will cry. I don't know why, but she would say, "You're gonna look out for you, Chrissy." Same when she said, "Chris, Rashida, gotta look out for Rashida." Okay, but she's cool as hell, but you know what I mean. Then, they start to cry and shit like that. So, supposedly, I guess now, because Deb actually works with Jim Jones on some deals and stuff like that. So, she wants to talk to Deb. She already had told Jim Jones stuff like that. So, supposedly now, I guess in the future episode, when Emily B makes her appearance, they're gonna. I guess she's gonna work with Deb. So, who's to see where that comes out with? Anyways, besides that, you don't, this is the latest part. I'm gonna stick with the party and stuff. Now you got Jim Jones having this party, and he wants another watch. And I guess basically Chrissy wants to fuck with Jim. And first she gonna have a gift of a big ass head, I guess, of David. And they up there having physiological religious debates over there, because one of the dudes is sitting there talking about, well, he killed plenty of people and murdered people and stuff like that. And he was like, no. And Jim Jones got like, no, did you know after once McCain came and all this other stuff? And then he makes a comment, which was kind of hilarious. He was like, you know what? This is not the type of head I'm looking for, okay? Because I think right before then, and then Jim Jones honestly said himself, like, this is a first, okay? Even Little Scrappy did not say this because I think Mama D and Mama Jones are cool because they do have the same mindset. You know what I mean? They love they boys a little too much. You know what I'm saying? But he even made it his own self was like, because she gonna give a gift and get this motion lotion, something you drink they supposed to have before sex, and I think some baby oil and some type of erotic, some exotic erotic stuff or whatever case is, and the baby just feel funny just in there, and here's the confessional. He just so cute talking about, I don't understand why we should give him weird gifts and stuff like that, and give him stuff he don't want. I want to go to the pool. Don't we all want to go to the pool with that stuff? And here go Jim Jones and on his own mama that he talking about with that is embarrassing or incestuous. He said it himself. I'm not making this up, okay? So it's bad when you recognizing that stuff. So you admit your mom wants to love you more than just a hug and a kiss. And we talking about on the cheek, okay? You just admitted on TV, okay? And does anybody notice Jim Jones' day, like 99% of the time, still just does this in his professional? It's like his eyes are always closed, dude. And then he be just, man, does he smoke before or after and during confessional time? Shoot. So you got that going on, and she messes with him again when they're doing, she gives him, she messes with him when they're talking over dinner, and this is before she go meet Steph, and again or whatever the case is, and she sitting here gonna give him little airflow things for the arms, and then you got the end of the gift, the last gift. The first she gives him another little fun gift or goof gift, and she gonna end up giving him a gift of his mom with one of the pictures, I guess the best out of the worst. Where she sat there with the yellow maxi dress, which kind of shows her size, and you got some man in feet. So of course Jim Jones tears it up, and it's kind of like he's basically telling Chris that she can go ahead and post this up because Jim Jones already says, if I don't get my Rolex, and you know how females they have like more holidays for them and stuff, so I may miss a couple if I don't get my watch. Okay, he is all about them watches. Okay, he got one for I don't know, but even then, the last couple when we seen the last couple seasons, he always been on these watches. Okay, so instead of a sneakerhead, he is a watch head. Okay, so um she ends up getting him to watch at the end, and that kind of part. But I wanted to also just rewind back what was a cute moment was. Now the son is going to summer camp, and he's swimming and stuff. And I think I forgot who the dude's name is, but one of his friends happens to be, have a pool, in-ground pool outside. And he's teaching his dad how to swim. And, Jim's just proud about, because he does, the baby know how to swim and like a fish and stuff. And Jim Jones is proud, not only because the child know how to swim, but his money is not going to waste. Okay. Yeah, but that was kind of like, I know this is kind of short, but really wasn't that too much besides Nancy Steele is trying to say, she's trying to come out with some liquor, nails, nail polish, cake icing, and everything else, with punkash and trying to say like it's sexy and this is a name of vagina. I'm kind of wondering, did she watch Boomerang? And that's one of her favorite movies because of Grace Jones' character, and especially seeing when she takes off the drawers and saying, perfumes should smell like basically coochie. So it just seems like she is really inspired by the Boomerang, Grace Jones' outrageous character. Besides, she used to be outrageous in real life, but it kind of just spices it up when she's in that film. So, other than that, like I said, Nancy's supposed to be sitting there and selling her book in some tight dress and trying to sell her book to people. But like I said, I'm very confused. Chrissy's still trying to find herself. Like I said, even though I could have sworn that she had some fashion things, and the girl who looked like a living live Barbie doll. Last season, I know they had kind of faded and whatever, and she was supposed to stem it for Emily, but now she's still trying to find herself. She was still trying to with Jim Jones, like she wanted to get married, but then when he wants to get married, she doesn't want to get married, and then when she has the opportunity to get a clothing line, she doesn't want to get a clothing line. She's indecisive, and yeah, did anybody see that they did interview Nicole Richie? I'm just bringing it up because she kind of like, besides Concrete Luke and stuff, went a few places that have accurate stories to look at. She up here, Dave again, her and Jim Jones are talking about marriage and kids, and I didn't read it because it's kind of like we're repeating the same damn thing. Y'all stretching the storyline out. And that's pretty much all I got this week. Like I said, it really wasn't going on besides, Mama Jones want to sit here and advertise some other things, and the baby with his swimming, and Jim Jones' birthday. I don't think anything is outstanding. If it did, obviously I didn't care to remember because it was kind of like not worth saying. All right, y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant day, and subscribe, comment, like. All right, y'all take care. Have a pleasant evening.